Hello and welcome back to LP's LP of Paper Mario The Thousand-Year Door. Last episode, we acquired the 7th Crystal Star, spent a little time playing as Bowser, and returned to Rogueport in order to find out the location of the final one that I believe is on the moon. We're also going to check our email from Princess Peach because she was accosted by Sir Grodus, who also rebooted tech.
Mario, I now know where I'm being held. I'm on the moon! Yes, it's free and wild! They have spaceships or something! It's the moon that floats in space! And I've learned something even more horrifying. In order to resurrect the monster spirit, they need my...
Whoa, the moon? For real? The princess is up there? Man, that is so cool. But why is her email cut off like that? Hang on, you don't think something happened to her, do you?
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that yes, I do think that something happened to her. Something probably also happened to Mr. Luigi here as well. Let's talk to him.
Well, guess what I found in Rapturous Ruins, bro? Yup, a marvelous compass piece. This part of my adventure was actually kind of sad, if you want to know the truth. It was pretty insane, bro. Want to hear what happened? Sounds good to me. Which part do you want to hear?
The part... Oh, we didn't hear two of them. Jazzafraz and Rapturous Ruins? Let's do both.
Well, like I said, it's a long story, but here goes. As soon as we hit Jazzafraz Town, we were overcome by the glitz and glamour. It's a very lively place, bro. Tons of daisies live there, and they're always smiling. While I was looking for the piece of compass, I met a hip daisy named Hazy. Hazy was a producer, and he was looking for actors to go on stage with him. And I told him we couldn't, since, we were looking for the compass part, Anyways, Hazy said that we could win the compass part in the upcoming Drama Slam. He said the so-called Drama Llama plaque might be, in fact, one of the parts. Well, we had just to give it a try, so we rehearsed with the cast and hit the stage. Our musical was called The Mystery of the Fiery Hat of Social Awareness. The script was great, but I got really hosed, bro. My role, my part, was grass! I played grass on the side of the road, bro. Grass, could you believe it? I just sprawled out on the ground and had to be silent. Everyone but me had lines. I don't care if I was wearing green. Who cast someone based on that? It was awful. In the end, our musical was the talk of the town and we won the Drama Slam. I got the compass part I was after, but even that didn't make me very happy. The huge after party just bummed me out even more, so I snuck out the back door. But wow, outside were tons of fans. My fans! Fans of grass. They swarmed me. They were insects and they really just wanted to eat me, but I couldn't believe it. Imagine, cheering for grass. I was ecstatic, bro. After that, I added a piece of the marvelous compass which pointed north. It pointed me to the Rapturous Ruins in Grimble Forest. Then, the voice again. Oh, my cherished Princess Eclair, how you soothe me. I would be grass for you. I will find you. I will reach you. I will stand by your side and be your Luigi. Well, sorry about that, bro. So, anyways, then I got back to my boat. I came back to Rogueport. Here I am, another leg to my adventure completed.
Well, that's not necessarily true because you also completed another part of your adventure. And that part is,
after journeying deep into the Grimble Forest, I found the domed Rapturous Ruins. Inside, everything was pure white. You couldn't tell where the floor became walls. Proceeding dead ahead, I found myself in a chamber where a young boy sat. As I approached the boy, someone named Screamy appeared out of nowhere. Screamy said the boy's name was Cranberry and that he'd wait for a child of fate. That didn't make any sense to me, so I started searching quietly for the compass piece. But then it happened, bro. I got a tiny tickle in my nose and I let out a huge sneeze. Well, Cranberry must have heard it because he opened his eyes right up. He looked at me and smiled, and all of a sudden I could understand his language. Can you believe it? I learned that the boy was the last of an ancient race, the Luffs. He had been there guarding the marvelous compass piece for the last 1,000 years. He told me that the compass is an item with the power to see into the future. The ancient Luff Empire used this power of the compass to rule much of the world. And because of their greed, they were cursed by the compass and their empire collapsed. To prevent a repeat of their fate, Cranberry broke the compass into 7 parts. He hid the 6th and kept one, putting himself to sleep until a worthy hero woke him. I was that hero, bro! He gave it to me! And then he and the ruins vanished, but that's fine anyways. When I added the crystal piece to the compass, it pointed to the far north where the dreaded hate song tower stands. This time I heard Princess Eclair's voice more clearly than ever before. I will rescue the princess, I will be super, and then I'll figure the rest out later. Anyways, I headed back here to Rogueport after that. And I'm making my final preparations for my final battle now. Well, I'm a little nervous, bro. But that's what I've been up to. Anyway, very nice, Luigi. I do appreciate the recounting of your adventures. And who is this fine white friend?
I'm Screamy. I wonder what future is plotted for us by the one who holds the compass. For I must live or something.
You sound scary. You look scary. You give me a scary sort of vibe, my friend. Hopefully you don't have sour motives, because then I'd have to kill you. But first, we're gonna get skinny and go down here in the grate. And ordinarily I'd just flash forward, but I think the route here, oh, don't touch me, all right? I think the route here to the crystal, or not the crystal star, excuse me, to the 1,000-year door is actually pretty quick. We're gonna pass by this pit of 1,000 trowels? No, not yet, not yet. We gotta, don't touch me, everyone's so dangerous down here now. Now, can we actually do anything with this, or do we need another good hammer that we don't actually have? Like, how do we get into this? There we go, this is the pit that I was talking about. We still have to come back here and do this before I end the Let's Play. Do not let me forget. Anyways, now we have made our way to the 1,000-year door, where we will supply it with the final, well, the last crystal star that we have, and then we'll see it point us to the moon. Yeah, there's 7 stars on this door, and we have 7 stars? But there's an 8th one? Maybe it's like the center one, I guess. Although I don't know, there seems to be a missing one. Maybe I can't count, maybe we don't have 7, I don't know. We did just get told how many we have when we received it, but as we all know by now, my memory is something atrocious. So, bear with me, folks. Goodness gracious, bear with me, please. All right. And the moon is on the map, so I guess it makes sense that it's going to like point towards that. And then we all know, everyone knows, the moon is northwest. There's even got like a little municipality on it. You see that? It looks like a town. And the crystal star is an appropriate shade of blue, similarly colored to the buildings as well. Hopefully Frankly knows something about, you know, rocket sciences or space travel, because I sure the heck don't. I have no idea how we erect a giant ladder or something. Something, man. Something is going to happen. Frankly, tell me.
What this map indicates is true, then the location of the final crystal star is the moon. The moon? That's where Princess Peach is stuck. Yeah, remember? Seems suspicious, huh? The problem here is, how does one get to the moon? Quite a conundrum, really. Give me a moment to look into this. Excuse me, please. This shouldn't take long. I'm just gonna go over here. Yes, okay, this book here. Page 30. Well, looking into this may take a little time, so come back in a bit, all right?
Come back in a bit. What do you mean by a bit? Let's check the waste bucket here and get our tattle logs. 3 of them, 4 of them. There we go. Okay, we'll give you some time. We'll go next door. We'll get an email. We'll check the email. RDM issue. The real Zip Toad.
What's up, Super Sleuth? I heard you uncovered my imposter. You're the best man, seriously. See, when you get to be as big a star as Zip Toad, these sorts of things happen all the time. It's the biz, y'all. But man alive, for a no-name like you to brave danger and find my imposter reminds me of a younger yet less successful me. Yeah, so as for me, I'm headed to Toad Town to film... Toad Town? To Toad Town to film my next leading role, the soon-to-be-hit film on Golden Toad 2. It'll be huge, dude. I hear you're on something of an adventure, so I'll leave you with a line from my last flick, The Toad Warrior. You're cool, baby, but I'm cooler. Best of luck, kid. The superstar, the real Zip Toad.
At least this guy's actually wearing clothes. Goodness knows we've got entirely way too many nude photos from people. Anyways, we now get to upgrade another party member. So, what's up, dude? You wanna give me some equipables here? We got Goombella and Yoshi Jr. already, and we could level up one more person. Of course, Miss Mouse has not yet been leveled even once. You can use tease to make enemies dizzy. I don't know that I even want to do that. I'm gonna do Koops. Koops has been with us the second longest after Goombella, of course. And I do have a soft spot for the guy, right? Like, he's on a He's on a mission to make his friends and family proud. Obviously, he was on the mission prior to save or avenge his father, and he accomplished that. But deciding to stick around with us for this long is, not something to shake a stick at, for lack of a better phrase. Now, he's going to be at least a little bit stronger, and he has an even stronger move that hits all the enemies, right? I believe that's what it said. Shell Slam all ground enemies, piercing their defenses. Very good. It would have been nice if he would have gotten a move that can target airborne enemies, like Shell Toss or something, but I don't know why I would have expected that to be the case. Anyways, has this been long enough for you, frankly?
Good timing, Mario. I've just hit on something, I believe. You should step out for a breath of fresh air, and I'll fill you in short.
What the heck are you talking about, man? All right. We've taken our breath. Is that long enough for you, frankly? Or do you actually need something to happen?
I think I'll have an answer in mere moments. You can wait outside.
Oh my goodness gracious. Is this a time-elapsed sort of thing, or do we need to, go someplace? Because there are a couple places I suppose I could go. We could go down into the sewers and poke around in here a little bit. We could double-check, what we could redeem for our star points. Though, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think that we actually have anything worth getting for as little star points as we have. Yeah, we could get Happy Heart or Happy Flower, but I'm not particularly interested in that. I'd rather get Flower Saver. That sounds nice. Now there's a shadow up here. Let's see if we could use our super jump to get up there. Not quite. Not quite. Though I didn't hold to the right. What if I hold to the right? Can we float down sideways? No, we cannot. I guess we have to, well, let's blow this open. We have not done this yet. This has been an eyesore for the longest time. Whoa. And now it's finally gone. And I guess we probably can get over there somewhere from here, right? It seems like that would be the case. We climb this. Does this, oh, look at this. There it drips on the ground. Hold the phone. Mario's like, there's no phone, dude. What are you talking about? We have done something that we could not previously do. Now down here, perfect. Oh, it's a shine sprite. Delightful. Now we can upgrade another party member because we had 5, and we used 3, obviously, to upgrade Koops there. Now we have 3, because math. Anything else in here particularly interesting for us? Is there anything on this pillar, perhaps? It doesn't look like it. That's fine. There is one more thing in the sewers that I'd like to, I guess, investigate, because it's been on my mind for almost the entire Let's Play at this point, at least since, episode 2. If you'll notice here, just off to the right of the screen, well, we'll fly. There, we'll throw our bomb friend, then we'll fly. Goodness gracious, there's a chest up there. And there's a bombable wall. So presumably we have to bomb from the other side to get that chest, but if you come over here, the platform's huge. Although, look at that. More pipes to grab. Beautiful, we couldn't have done this any earlier anyways. Yay, exploration. Look at us getting rewarded and crap. This is amazing. What do we have in here? A badge, huh? Yes, defend plus 1p. That is a badge I can call friend. Takes 5, which is unfortunate, but that's pretty nifty. We have 2 of those, actually. If only I had an extra 10 badge points, I would totally make you 2 points stronger in way of defense. But, unfortunately we don't, so we won't. Now, can we take this to the right and get something cool? I'm curious. We'll test it out, because that's the only way that we can actually, figure that out. Of course, we could sail as a boat in the water over there, and we have done that before. But I don't remember there. Wait, no, I do remember. I think there's a shine sprite over there. There was something. There's a platform all the way over here that we couldn't get to. And it's not a shine sprite. It's a tunnel. A warp pipe that leads into the background, which is going to take us to a house. But first, let's go to the right. Anything secret? Just an invisible wall, which I suppose is relatively secret because it's invisible. I don't know how much more secret you can get. We got a star piece, very nice. Is that all that's in here? This looks curious. What if we put our butt on it? Nothing, okay. Got a leak. Someone's drying out a wet shirt. That blue and white striped shirt, why does that look familiar to me? Was there another character in a previous Mario game that wore that shirt? I mean, it's kind of like a generic shirt, right? Like a blue and white striped shirt is not necessarily the type of thing that is unique or stands out. But, I don't know, it screams familiar to me in a way that, well, has my curiosity piqued. So if anyone knows, please do let me know in the comments. The commenters and people as well on Twitter and Instagram and everyone else where the community resides have been extremely helpful throughout the course of this Let's Play as well as the prior ones in filling the gaps for all of these, little references or little bits of lore that I myself am not aware of. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Now that is about it from things that I have on the top of my mind to investigate or kill time for, frankly. So hopefully that was long enough. We did instigate a couple of map changes there, and on the whole, that was like 3 minutes. So I don't know what constitutes a moment for this guy, but I'd say 3 minutes is a moment. Was it a moment enough for you, frankly?
Ah, excellent timing. I finally have it, Mario. I found a way that might get you to the moon. You must go to fahr outpost, and you must use the cannon there, and it will blast you.
What about a return journey?
So we're to use a cannon to reach the moon, are we? Sounds capital. I know how it sounds, really. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how all of the details will work out, but accounts from fahr outpost speak of a device that can launch anything, anywhere, even to the moon. I must say, this fahr outpost already sounds like it'll be a bother to reach. I believe there's a pipe to fahr outpost somewhere beneath Rogueport, but I'm not sure of the exact location. Yes, I believe it will be hidden for some reason. If my information is correct, you need something called an Ultra Hammer to get it.
An Ultra Hammer?
Yes, apparently the Ultra Hammer made for opening the way is hidden here in town. You'll have to figure out how you're going to find it, though, because I don't know. Good luck with that. And once you find it, the path to fahr outpost will open.
Yes, I see. Quite so. Destination fahr outpost.
Oh yes, one more thing you should be aware of. The Bob-ombs who live there are, well, sort of a surly bunch. They may not let you use their cannon. You may have to negotiate with them. In any case, though, that's your problem. Good luck, boy. Get that last crystal star.
Okay, well, I do have an idea. He mentioned it's hidden here in town, and we have kind of explored the extent of the town, I feel like. Maybe there are a few little nooks and crannies that we have not really been in, but there is one spot in particular that I know we've not investigated, and it's this giant freaking chest right here. We now have the ability to bash our head against high ceilings, and that's exactly what it takes to get this chest. So it's either the hammer or a badge is my guess. And it's the hammer! Look at that! You got an Ultra Hammer! Beautiful! This thing was teasing us since the very first episode of the Let's Play, just sitting there, lying in wait, waiting for us to bash our forehead up against the wooden platform upon it resting. But now we have it.
And you can also use a new hammer technique. Let's practice it right away. Well, it's like the super hammer, so no problem. Hold down B and rotate the stick until your body gets twisty, and release all your Ultra Hammer power. Remember to twist a lot.
Okay, so it's the exact same as the previous one. The animation's even the same as well. Cool, well hey, that's fine and consistent. And presumably this is going to be what allows us to bash those iron-looking blocks. Yep, there it is.
Using your Ultra Hammer, you can even break blocks made out of stuff like this. Ah! And you can use the Ultra Hammer in battle too. This is kind of sad, but this is the last time I'll get to see you, Mario. Definitely save Princess Peach, okay? And be careful on your quest, okay?
Aw, that was cute and sad all at the same time, but also convenient too, and helpful as well, because it lets us know that we're not actually missing any more like power-up items that go for our feet or our hands. I don't think that they told you that in Paper Mario 64, so you're always left wondering, did I really get everything? Of course, you know, if you've played through the extent of the game, or you read the Nintendo Power Guide, or you utilized the forces of the Oracle named as Google, you would be well aware of, you know, the extent of those items. Either which way, though, this game here, 1,000 Year Door, tells us when you've reached the extent of the items. So now we can actually test that final one out right here. Ooh, What's up, big fella? Good night, sweet prince. Okay, so there's a chest up here and 2 switches, which presumably will produce warp pipes. This chest gives us flower power plus. Excellent. Break this down. That produces 1 warp pipe. Go to the right, too. I don't know if we go to the right and it's something new or if that's from Eastern Rogueport. Let's check it out real quick. Yeah, so this is the other half. Okay, beautiful. Now we can test out these warp pipes and see where they go. Presumably one of them will go to the fahr outpost, right? At least I'd have to imagine that would be the case. Otherwise, we're going to have to spend a little bit more time exploring inside of here. This one sends us all the way back to the island, to Keelhaul Key, not necessarily where we want to be. You see, I don't know about you, but as for me, I need to go to fahr outpost. Okay, we also need to not fall off the off the platform like that, Mario. Goodness gracious. Now, I actually am starting to doubt that this will take us where we need to go, because these 4 pipes in this room and the one to the right seem like just traveling ones. Yeah, no, this takes us over to where we just were last episode, to Poshley Heights. So that's not helpful either. Let's continue to explore the underbelly of the town, while also not getting accosted. Did you notice me, Senpai, please? Thank you. So we can go this way. And that drops us down into the pit. Yeah, this is not where we want to be, I don't think. Okie dokie. After much exploration and many miles walked on poor Yoshi Jr.'s feet, I found another block that we could smash with our new hammer. Didn't even have to twist up for that one. Okay. This looks important. What if we jump off this? No, nothing for us here. Okay, well, let's test this out right quickly. There's also a pipe we may have been able to grab onto that might have considered trying out, but... Oh no, look at this, the start of a new chapter. We did it good. Chapter lucky number 7. Mario shoots the moon. Mario shoots the moon, huh? That's the name. That sounds particularly violent. Goodness gracious, Mario, not ordinarily known to be a violent... Well, I'm trying... That's not true, is it? Mario is nothing if not violent. Mario's entire existence has been defined by violence. He jumps on people, he hits them with hammers. Oh, Mario, the most violent plumber ever.
It's stupid cold out here. Come on, Gonzalez, let's move. Fahr outpost should be just up ahead, I think.
Wait, you're the expert now, man? I've been with you your entire life. We just heard about this place. Oh, let's check the trees. Any frozen treats for us? I don't think we actually got this big one. We did. The big one's just too huge to actually get rattled. Beautiful. What about you? Nothing for us? Okay. This one? There's nothing at all in this map square. Interesting. You know, I guess it'd be a decent idea to pull Miss Mouse out and use her, like, treasure sniffing ability from time to time, but I guess it's not super important. Also, it's more important to not get killed by these freaking puffs. My goodness gracious, that dude was coming after me, and he's a beautiful shade of blue. But you can't be blue on me, otherwise I'm gonna stomp you. You see what happens there, buddy? And what are you called? Let's see what your actual name is. The Ice Puff. That sounds like a treat of some sort. Sounds like something I'd go buy at the mall. Hey, babe, you know, we've been walking around for like 3 hours. What are you hungry for? You want to get a little treat? Yeah, let's go get some Ice Puffs. What would that be? Would that be like a I don't know, like a frozen marshmallow or something? Which I don't know if that would even be good, right? Because part of a marshmallow's like appeal, at least to me, is the texture, like the spongy, squishy texture. And I feel like freezing it would kind of get rid of that. There's a star piece hiding in plain sight. I'm not gonna complain about that. There we go. My aim with this hammer is, oh, there's an icy piranha. And we accidentally jumped on top of this Ice Puff. I only meant to avoid you, to be honest with you, buddy. But if you want to get killed, who am I to argue? Right? Like, that's not a choice that I can make for you, so we'll be happy to oblige. And you brought your cousins, Charlie and William, as well. My goodness gracious, it's a family reunion. Well, I hope you all see each other again on the other side, and maybe then you'll rethink your decisions of accosting plumbers. Probably not the best idea if you're looking to extend your life to its maximum extent, but hey, again, who am I to judge? Let's eliminate one piranha here, just to say that we did, but I don't really like dealing with them because they got their teeth up in the air like that, and I can't jump on them, and Yoshi Jr. can't do anything either, and they have more than 9 HP. How atrocious. How atrocious. Throw eggs. Hopefully this does damage and doesn't just like shrink them because, yes, it does do damage. Beautiful. That way we can actually eliminate them in one turn. Power is lowered. Doesn't matter because we're going to lower their entire body into the ground. 6 feet under, buddy. Good night, sweet prince. And we're already darn near halfway to another level. Pretty good. We're continually like behind the curve, kind of, because you'll notice that we get 3 experience points for each enemy that we eliminate. If you level up to a certain extent, that eventually goes away to 0. I mean, if you played any Paper Mario games, you're probably well aware of that fact, but that is kind of my key as to when we are like out-leveling the stage itself. Once we get to 1 or even, my goodness gracious, there's an infestation of piranha plants here. Not particularly fond of that at all. I'm actually just going to run, I'm going to run, and then I'm going to try and get that badge in the block. Okay, we're gonna trip first. Goodness knows, if you're gonna run away, you gotta practice it first. Hopefully Yoshi Jr. with his fleet of foot can get us what we need. Oh no! No, we have failed completely. And even with the action command, it dealt 4 damage. Wow, these dudes are tough. Let's try and run one more time. If we fail this time, I'm gonna have egg on my face and we'll know we should have battled. Can we just booty bump this? Oh, we booty bumped the piranha plant. I don't wanna do that. That's gonna hurt me. Even though his teeth were down. Jiminy Christmas. Okay. Let's just eliminate these guys, I do suppose. Because we don't have any other option, really. If we run from them, they're just gonna keep attacking us, and I don't want that, you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh. Oh, I thought it gave it to me. I was like, I missed that one. No, we missed one of them, but that's just as well. None of those hit the Puff? Interesting. Puff's got an item? No, that was just the snow behind him. Okay, cool. Well, Puff, good night. Now, we will be able to hopefully booty bump this badge block and get the secrets from inside of it. Elsewise, we're probably going to have to eliminate another couple. Gosh darn it! Holy cow! This is a, oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, we're running. Come on, mash the heck out of this. We gotta go. We gotta get way over here. Don't touch us, all right? Don't stop exclamation marking. We gotta come over here and heal real quick, and then we will return to eliminate you guys. Goodness me. Okay, now we can do battle. Come here, Puff. You'll be easier to deal with. All right, you don't even want to look at us? I see how it is. You turn your back to the plumber, the plumber's gonna turn his back to you and show you his feet. I don't know if that makes sense, but but it worked. Gosh darn it, we're gonna put Yoshi Jr. in front and have him defend. Just to boost his defense, he's gonna be the meat shield here to take damage while Mario executes, a hammer move on here. And that way, Mario won't get frozen and Yoshi Jr. might. Wow, even with the boost in defense, he still took 4 freaking damage. Now Mario can go back out in front and we can do the hammer here. We don't even need to charge it up because that's gonna be plenty enough to eliminate this piranha plant. Very good. Now I'm actually going to get out our newly upgraded friend, Koops. That way he can test out his new move on that slate of 4 piranha plants, and he can also just get us this badge. Like this right here. Oh, maybe right here. There we go. HP plus. Very good. Now kill this thing. There you go. You struck first. Very well done, Koops, my friend. Did 7 damage too. Giblets. That was a good amount. Let's put Koops in front so we can test this out, and he can also eliminate the front one. Shell Slam. Repeatedly tilt the stick to the left. I'm tilting. And we maxed it out. Beautiful. Man, he looks violent. Wow. 8 damage to each of them. I wish that Mario had a group move. I wish we had equipped Quake Hammer, because then we could just get rid of all of them. Unfortunately, we're maybe gonna die, actually. No, Koops is in front. That's fine. We're gonna be okay. Because these things do a lot of damage. Koops has some defense to him, though, and if we time up the action commands like so, we'll be in okay shape. And that's kind of the opposite of where these guys are going to be because they're about to be dead. But it's fine, right? They wanted this. I wasn't even going to deal with them. I was going to let them live and just take the badge and move on. But they're like, hey, dude, you look tasty. You hungry for some Italian tonight? Now we've got 90 or 79. What is 79 if not 11 away from 90? Anyways, we are close to 90, which is close to 100. Is there anything on the other side of this wall? I don't know. Presumably there's stuff to the right. But we're going to explore that next time. We're going to get a star piece this time. So thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate it and sincerely hope that you enjoyed yourself. And with that said, I'll see you then.